Tommy, this was always going to be a tough one, and so it proved to be.
Yeah, they're a very good side. You know, they should be with the way that the football club is run. The only disappointment I've got is we played a part in the first 2 goals ourselves. But other than that, I mean, I've said this every week. I can't endeavour. We just weren't good enough against that side, and that's as simple as that. A better side won on the night, and we've got to take that medicine sometimes. But getting beat home and away off Stockport doesn't define your season. You know, you've got to pick your fights and win the ones that you can win. And we've won everything that we've played around us. Throughout the 3 teams that we feel we could take over, we've beaten them ones. It's the ones at the top that I understand it's a different ball game basically. I will say, you know, the sending off is very harsh because there's exactly the same contact in that incident as there is in the incident after 10 seconds. I think it just happens a bit quick for the officials because Cloonan's in the box, like Quigley, who's entering our box. The attacking player encourages the body contact and goes to the ground. Somehow we don't get a penalty and they get a free kick and we get a red card. So it's another weekend where I've got to say it's been very difficult to swallow some of the decisions. I've seen 2 of our lads given yellow cards tonight, and I have no idea why they've been given them. I mean, Tyler Denton made a foul in the middle of the pitch but never went off his feet. And Cameron Hargreaves tried to break down something happening between 2 players and got yellow carded for getting involved in it. So I don't understand. Maybe it's a different game.
Well, when Cloonan went down in the box, that was in a bright start from you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Listen, we tried to play forward and early because we didn't do very well at the weekend. All the result was good. We didn't start very well on Saturday, so we wanted to start positively, or as positive as we could, knowing we were going to come up against a very, very well drilled outfit. So to get that opportunity in the first minute and not get what we should have got, and I'd love to see the referee have a look at that and have a rethink, because I tell you now, if it was VAR, it would be a pen without a shadow of a doubt.
You knew that Stockport were going to eventually get a hold of things, though.
Well, saying get hold of things, you know, well, goalie hasn't had that many saves to make. The saves he actually made is when the whistle's gone and therefore decided to shoot after the whistle's been blown and offsides. So from that point of view, if you tell me how many shots on target they've had, I think you'd be a little surprised. They dominated the game, certainly after the hour mark. We were man down, weren't we? So, but listen, these showed that it's not all about playing lovely football. The pitch isn't conducive to that, and they played on their front foot. They were aggressive. They asked questions all the time by turning us around. Didn't have to be quality into a box. It's asking questions of defenders. We've got too many players here who are programmed, and I've said it and I'll say it again, they will not put the ball into spaces. They just want to pass their feet square and backwards, and it's very difficult to stop that. And when you do that against a team like this, who are physically stronger, faster, fitter, and they're a professional football club, then that's going to happen. So I've got no gripes at all about the result, apart from some of the decisions.
And you hope that the guys learn and take that into the next game.
It's exactly what I just said to them. They have to learn from this, because these are 10 points clear in the division, and they're not doing it all silky. They're doing it the way it should be done. You know, they're very, very clever, but they're strong, they're physical, they're quick, they're aggressive. What else do you want? We are not that at times.
And another severe test coming up on Saturday against the Halifax side who've been beaten, right?
Yeah, but they've been beaten off Wrexham. So, you know, you just mentioned 3 football clubs there. They're on a different stratosphere to us. So from that point of view, my second game in charge in mid-December was away at Halifax, and I thought we acquitted ourselves really well on a really good pitch, to be honest. And if I remember rightly, Mal Linton should have scored a hat-trick. So, you know, it's a game that I expect us to be in from the beginning. Like I said, if we can start like we started tonight and get it go our way, then if you can get your noses in front against teams like that, you've got a chance. But, you know, we've got to stay in games for a period, and, you know, this is, again, only the 3rd game I think we've been behind at half-time, which we haven't managed to turn around yet.
On Malachi, obviously after Saturday's game, we were saying it's good to see him getting into the straps, if you like, and his going off did seem to unsettle the side. Yeah,
well, it will. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we had a game plan. We worked at it, and when somebody has to come off after 10 or 12 minutes, whatever it was, the replacement isn't the same, is it? You know, so don't get me wrong. Josh done his bit. He looked like a threat, I thought, when he got into the areas we want him on the ball. but he's not going to do the things that we expect from a Mal or Connor or a Zane Walker in that position, because they've got a little bit more energy off the ball. But like I said, you look at their guys, their strikers, their wide men. There's no disappointment there. The ball doesn't come to them, they get on the front foot after it. If the ball goes in beyond the strikers, they're turning, they go after it. We are just a little bit reactive in comparison to that. But like I said, look, I could eulogise all night about the do's and the don'ts and the shoulds and the shouldn'ts, but at the end of the day, look, the better side's won. The bookies had it right, didn't they? They had us at 9-1 to win a 2-horse race at home, so there's no surprises, is it?
How bad is the injury, Malachi?
We don't know. I mean, he's gone off to hospital. He's deemed enough for him to go and have an X-ray. So that's not good, because usually if he's twisted his ankle again, the pitch has just gone away from him. That's a contributing factor as far as I'm concerned. So the sooner we get that sorted out, the better.
Because he seemed to, he went down, obviously went back on, but he just.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness to him, he said, look, it doesn't feel great, but I'll give it another couple of minutes. But he obviously couldn't continue. So the best thing to do is get him off the pitch, because we don't want him to cost us in a state of not being fully fit. So, and we don't want to make it any worse if it is a problem. So we'll not know until probably the morning, or even later. Depends when he gets seen. Now it's difficult in hospital, isn't it? But you know, we'll have to deal with that when we know.
Yeah, so it's hard to say whether would you say he's doubtful for
I'd have to say he's very doubtful. If you come off a pitch on a Tuesday with an injury, when I played football, it was very rarely I would have ever come off a pitch and be fit 3 days later. No.
It's going to have to be a head count then for
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah. I mean, we're working hard behind the scenes to try and add. You might see a little bit of movement in the next couple of days, ins and outs. So just have to keep watching this space.
Yeah, you're getting close to the deadline now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's been brought forward for some daft reasons to Thursday. So, yeah, if anything's going to happen, it'll happen between now and Thursday close of play. So, my phone's been red hot, or my phone ringing out has been hot. And we'll see if we can get something done. But if not, then we'll have to carry on with what we got.
Yeah, because Drona, that'll be one game, will it?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't think I know the rules anymore, to be honest with you, because I'm seeing yellow cards getting chucked about like confetti to us, but they're no different in the map. If it's malicious, I don't see it as malicious, any of the ones that we've made, but we just don't seem to be getting the same rub of the green, so it's hard to swallow, that is.